Picture this, you're 102 years old, climbing stairs without breaking a sweat, gardening in your backyard, and eating a delicious meal with your great-great-grandchildren. Sound impossible? Well, in certain parts of the world, this is just another Tuesday. Welcome to the fascinating world of blue zones, places where people don't just live longer, they thrive longer. And spoiler alert, their secret weapon isn't some expensive supplement or miracle drug. It's what's on their plates. Over 100 years of life. Before we dive into their grocery lists, let's talk about these magical places called blue zones. These are 5 regions where people live the longest, healthiest lives on Earth: Okinawa, Japan; Sardinia, Italy; Nicoya, Costa Rica; Icaria, Greece; and Loma Linda, California. What's wild is that these places are scattered across the globe with completely different cultures, yet their dietary patterns share remarkable similarities. Scientists have been studying these regions for decades, and what they've discovered is revolutionizing how we think about food and aging. The numbers are absolutely staggering when you look at blue zones compared to the rest of the world. People in these regions are 10 times more likely to live past 100. They have 80% lower rates of heart disease, and their cancer rates are slashed by 60%. Perhaps most impressively, chronic disease rates are 50% lower across the board. Starting with number 9, we have beans and legumes. This is the cornerstone of the longevity diet. Centenarians eat about 1 cup of beans daily, whether it's black beans in Costa Rica, lentils in Sardinia, or soybeans in Okinawa. Beans are packed with protein, fiber, and resistant starch that feed your gut microbiome. They're also rich in folate and antioxidants that fight cellular aging. The best part? They're incredibly cheap and versatile. Number 8 is leafy greens. Centenarians consume leafy greens like there's no tomorrow, literally ensuring there is a tomorrow. We're talking kale, spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens, and dandelion greens. These powerhouses are loaded with vitamins A, C, K, and minerals like calcium and iron. They're also rich in nitrates that support cardiovascular health and compounds that protect your brain from age-related decline. The goal? At least 1 cup of cooked greens or 2 cups raw daily. At number 7, we have nuts. Centenarians eat about a handful of nuts daily, that's roughly 2 ounces. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and peanuts are all common choices. Nuts are packed with healthy fats, plant sterols, protein, and fiber. Studies show people who eat nuts daily live 2-3 years longer on average. The key is eating them raw or dry roasted, not covered in salt or sugar. Think of them as nature's perfect longevity pill. Number 6 is whole grains. Forget the low-carb fad, centenarians eat whole grains with every meal. We're talking oats, barley, whole wheat, brown rice, and quinoa. These complex carbohydrates provide sustained energy, feed beneficial gut bacteria, and are loaded with B vitamins and minerals. The fiber in whole grains helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol. Aim for 3 servings daily of real, unprocessed whole grains. Halfway there with number 5, sweet potatoes and other root vegetables. In Okinawa, sweet potatoes were historically the main staple food. These nutritional powerhouses are loaded with beta-carotene, vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. They have a low glycemic index despite their sweetness, making them perfect for blood sugar control. Other longevity root veggies include carrots, beets, turnips, and radishes. Eat them daily in various colors for maximum benefit. Number 4 is olive oil. Particularly in the Mediterranean blue zones, olive oil is liquid gold. Centenarians use extra virgin olive oil liberally, about 3-4 tablespoons daily. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants like oleocanthal that fight inflammation. Studies show olive oil protects against heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline. The key is getting high-quality, real extra virgin olive oil and using it raw or in low-heat cooking. Coming in at number 3, fermented foods. Centenarians have been eating fermented foods long before probiotics became trendy. Miso, tempeh, kimchi, sauerkraut, and yogurt are all staples. These foods are teeming with beneficial bacteria that support gut health, boost immunity, and even influence mood and cognitive function. The fermentation process also increases nutrient availability and creates beneficial compounds. Aim for at least one serving of fermented foods daily. Number 2 is herbs and spices. Centenarians season their food generously with turmeric, oregano, rosemary, garlic, ginger, and more. These aren't just flavor enhancers, they're concentrated sources of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Turmeric's curcumin fights cellular aging. Garlic supports cardiovascular health. Rosemary protects brain function. The best part? You can add them to everything with 0 calories but massive health benefits. And the number 1 longevity food is water. Yes, plain old water. Centenarians stay incredibly well hydrated, drinking 6-8 glasses daily. But here's the twist, they often infuse it with herbs, lemon, or drink it as herbal teas. Green tea is especially popular in Okinawa. Proper hydration supports every cellular function, helps detoxification, maintains skin elasticity, and keeps your brain sharp. It's the simplest longevity hack that most people ignore. Now let's talk about what centenarians don't eat. This is just as important as what they do eat. First up, processed foods and refined sugars. You won't find centenarians eating packaged snacks, sugary cereals, or drinking soda. These foods cause inflammation, spike blood sugar, and accelerate cellular aging. Second, red meat is rare, maybe once a week at most, and in small portions. Third, they avoid excessive salt and never add it during cooking. Fourth, no processed meats like bacon, sausages, or deli meats. And finally, they minimize dairy, using it sparingly if at all. The pattern is clear, if it comes in a package with a long ingredient list, centenarians aren't eating it. Foods centenarians avoid. These are the dietary patterns that centenarians consistently avoid to maintain their longevity and health. So what's actually happening in your body when you eat like a centenarian? First, the high fiber content feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids, reducing inflammation throughout your body. Second, the abundance of antioxidants from plants fights free radicals that damage your DNA and accelerate aging. Third, the healthy fats support brain health and hormone production. Fourth, the low glycemic load prevents insulin resistance and diabetes. Fifth, the plant compounds activate longevity genes like sirtuins and AMPK. And finally, this way of eating triggers autophagy, your body's cellular cleanup process that removes damaged components. It's like giving your cells a daily detox and tune-up. The research behind the longevity diet is compelling. Studies show that 95% of centenarians follow plant-based dietary patterns. Their diets consist of 90 to 100% plant foods. Animal protein makes up less than 5% of their total calories. And they practice caloric restriction, eating about 20% fewer calories than the average person. Quote, the longest-lived people don't think about dieting. They eat foods that have been part of their culture for centuries. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle that becomes second nature. Their secret is consistency over decades, not perfection. Dan Buettner, Blue Zone's researcher. Transitioning to a longevity diet doesn't have to be overwhelming. Follow this simple 5-week protocol to gradually adopt centenarian eating habits and set yourself up for long-term success and health. Let me give you a practical day in the life of eating like a centenarian. Breakfast might be oatmeal with berries, walnuts, and a drizzle of honey. Mid-morning snack is a handful of almonds and an apple. Lunch is a massive salad with mixed greens, chickpeas, vegetables, olive oil, and lemon dressing, plus a slice of whole grain bread. Afternoon snack could be hummus with carrot sticks. Dinner is vegetable stir-fry with tofu over brown rice, seasoned with garlic, ginger, and turmeric. Evening herbal tea to wind down. Notice the pattern? Plants, plants, and more plants, with lots of variety and color. This isn't about deprivation, it's about abundance of the right foods. Here's the beautiful truth, you don't have to live in a blue zone to eat like a centenarian. These foods are available everywhere. Start small, add one new longevity food this week. Swap your afternoon chips for a handful of nuts. Replace white rice with brown rice. Add beans to your soup. Every small change compounds over time. Remember, centenarians didn't eat perfectly, they ate consistently well for decades. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Your 100-year-old self will thank you for the choices you make today. So what are you waiting for? Your longevity journey starts with your very next meal.